Good morning. This is X-Pulse AI Morning Mix. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2026. We're hitting a massive robotaxi partnership, NVIDIA's new surgical robotics stack, Amazon buying a delivery robot company, and an export control case tied to AI servers. I've got Orion with me. Ready?
Ready, let's jump in.
First up, TechCrunch reported on March 19th that Uber and Rivian struck a robotaxi partnership worth up to $1.25 billion. Orion, what did they actually agree to?
Uber is investing $300 million into Rivian, and the plan is for Uber to buy about 10,000 fully autonomous robotaxis based on Rivian's upcoming R2 SUV. The rollout target they're talking about is 2028, with multi-city expansion running through 2031.
10,000 vehicles is real scale. What's the part to watch between now and 2028?
Autonomy readiness and operational details. Fully autonomous is doing a lot of work: who supplies the driving stack, how safety validation is handled, and what regulators allow city by city. But strategically, Uber's locking in a supply line for purpose-built vehicles instead of stitching together one-off pilots.
And for Rivian, why take this now?
It's a demand anchor for the R2 platform and a path to big fleet economics. If they can standardize hardware, sensors, and maintenance around one model, it's a cleaner scaling story than a consumer-only ramp, assuming the autonomy timeline doesn't slip.
Staying with real-world AI, NVIDIA published a blog post on March 19th about healthcare-specific physical AI tools for surgical robotics. What's new here, Orion?
NVIDIA outlined a surgical robotics stack, the OpenAI dataset with hundreds of hours of surgical video, Cosmos H models to generate synthetic surgical data, and GRTH, a vision language action approach for robotics. They're distributing pieces on GitHub and Hugging Face, tied into IGX for healthcare.
Who's actually using this? Any recognizable names?
Yes, NVIDIA lists collaborators and early adopters like CMR Surgical and Johnson & Johnson MedTech, plus surgical AI and platform players like Paratas AI and Proximi. The point is to make training and validation less bespoke, more shared infrastructure, more reusable tooling.
Synthetic surgical data sounds powerful and sensitive. What's the line they're trying to walk?
Scale and privacy. Real surgical video is hard to collect, annotate, and share. Synthetic generation can fill gaps, cover rare scenarios, and reduce patient-identifiable exposure. But it has to be validated so models don't learn beautiful fakes that break in the operating room.
TechCrunch also reported on March 19th that Amazon acquired Rivr, the startup behind a stair-climbing autonomous delivery robot. What do we know?
Terms weren't disclosed. Rivr is Zurich-based and known for a delivery robot designed to handle real-world obstacles, especially stairs. Rivr's chief executive said the acquisition accelerates their push toward general physical AI, using doorstep delivery at scale as the training ground.
So, is this Amazon chasing humanoids or just finishing the last 5 meters problem?
Mostly last-mile robustness. Sidewalk robots often fail on curbs, steps, and messy entrances. If Amazon can standardize a robot that reliably handles those edge cases, it reduces delivery cost and increases throughput. Also, delivery is a data factory, tons of repetitions in varied environments.
Stair-climbing robots, my knees feel replaced already.
Same. The real flex is reliability, doing it in rain, at night, with weird porch layouts, and still not punting the package into a shrub.
Now, the compliance story, Associated Press reported on March 20th that 3 people tied to Supermicrocomputer were charged in an alleged scheme to smuggle AI servers with advanced NVIDIA chips to China. What's alleged?
Prosecutors say the group conspired to evade United States export controls by diverting high-performance AI servers to China. The indictment alleges fabricated documents, staged equipment to pass audits, and a pass-through company to hide end customers. It claims billions of dollars in servers were ordered, with at least hundreds of millions diverted.
What did Supermicro say in response?
They said the alleged conduct violated company policy and compliance controls, and they emphasized commitment to United States export and re-export laws. For the broader market, it's another reminder that AI hardware supply chains are now a legal risk surface, not just a logistics one.
Does this change anything for buyers?
It pushes more due diligence, end-user checks, tighter channel oversight, and contract language around re-export. And it may increase scrutiny on any unusual procurement patterns, especially for high-end accelerators and dense server configurations.
Let's sweep through a few other updates that matter if you're building, buying, or budgeting for AI.
On March 19th, NVIDIA's blog said IGX Thor is now generally available, an industrial edge platform pitched for safety-critical physical AI. They named Johnson & Johnson's polyphonic digital surgery platform as an adopter, Carl Storz using it for imaging tools, and Medtronic evaluating it.
And NVIDIA also had something for retail, right?
Yes, also on March 19th, NVIDIA announced an open-source agentic commerce blueprint built with OpenAI. It's a reference architecture for agent-to-agent flows across discovery, checkout, payment, and post-purchase. The joke is, your shopping cart now has coworkers.
On the consumer side, what's changing on phones?
Android Central reported on March 18th that Gemini screen automation is rolling out across Google's Pixel 10 lineup in the United States, so Gemini can operate apps to complete tasks. Separately, Windows Central said Microsoft paused the automatic rollout of the Microsoft 365 Copilot into the Windows 11 Start menu for certain Microsoft 365 desktop client devices.
Hardware and money, anything to note fast?
Tech Radar, citing Reuters, said on March 19th that SK Group's chairman warned the RAM and wafer constraints behind HBM demand could run until 2030. TechCrunch reported on March 18th that Edra raised a $30 million Series A led by Sequoia to turn operational data into a continuously updated knowledge base. And Tom's Hardware noted NVIDIA plans a single 88-core Vera CPU SKU for Rubin-era racks.
All right, big themes today. Autonomy is shifting from pilots to procurement, physical AI is getting serious tooling in healthcare and delivery, and the AI hardware supply chain keeps getting more regulated and more scarce.
Yeah, more AI progress now looks like operations. Fleets, factories, datasets, and compliance, not just better demos.
That's it for XPulse AI Morning Mix. If this helped you stay sharp, share it with a friend or coworker who lives in meetings and needs the signal. See you next time.
Thanks for listening.